Asiwaju Bola Tinubu arrives venue of the Eid prayer in Lagos. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu used the platform to call on Nigerians to continue to pray against the spate of insurgency and banditry.
We should respect one another, love each other, unite the country, stop all acts of banditry and instability. That is how we can bring peace, love, and progress to the country.
It is few weeks to the APC national primary elections, and one presidential aspirant who has been moving with aggressive momentum is Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. He promised the APC delegates in Katsina State that he will effectively tackle the security challenge and other national issues bedeviling the country if elected as president of Nigeria.
We all have that challenge of insecurity. Challenge of banditry. I can assure you, their time is limited. It will be over, and it's over, inshallah, soon.
How do you plan to address the violent attacks and kidnappings being perpetrated by Islamic extremists like Boko Haram and ISWAP? And then in the southeast, you have secessionist agitation, you have those enforcing stay-at-home orders every Monday and just causing complete mayhem.
I think first and foremost, you have to give every part of this country a sense of belonging, because there have been exclusion, to some parts, of this country. And then, of course, secondly, there is insufficient number of law enforcement agencies or agents on the streets. There's insufficient number of policemen on the streets. So there has to be a massive recruitment of Nigerians into the police, not only massive recruitment, but training and equipping. And then there has to be, every part of this country has to be given a sense of belonging. And I'm also a supporter for, state police. In the United States, they have about 3-4 levels of police. From state police to county police to borough police to city police, all types of police are there. We need to review that in our constitution and make sure that we provide for levels of police men, the various parts of the states or the country. So, first of all, there should be this centralization of the police. And then, of course, there must be an increase in the number of policemen on the streets. And then thirdly, they must be well-trained and well-equipped to deal with our security challenges. This is something we can do.
We have never experienced this state of insecurity. We have never experienced this level of unemployment. We have recognized all these negative developments in our history. What is important is how do we tackle these challenges. The unity of our country is very, very fundamental. And how do we achieve the unity of our country? Is by making sure that we give every part of this country a sense of belonging. And somebody asked me, how do you give every part of this country a sense of belonging? I referred them to the situation we found Nigeria in 1998-99 when we came into office. As a PDP party, we won overwhelmingly. We could go on and form our party, our government, just based on our majority. But we decided to shelve the majority and say, look, every political party must be part of our administration. And we formed a government of national unity. No sooner we formed the government of national unity, there was calm in the country. It is only when you have this sense of belonging that you will be able to deal with, say, the issue of security.
So, what you need to do is aggressively genuinely start pulling people out of poverty. It's been done everywhere in the world. Then, on the defensive security, is a renewable asset. Security is not something you wait until there's an issue and they start reacting. You need to be doing procurement of necessary equipment, employment of necessary manpower. Nigeria is the only country I know with this big size, with one single policing. No, shouldn't be. It should be policing at all levels, local government, state government, coordinated with the central one, and you have to start putting the manpower is low. For me, I've said it repeatedly, that if I have the opportunity, we will deal with the situation head on. First is that I talked about the issue of pulling people out of poverty. The more you pull people out of poverty, the more you reduce the criminality. Further to that, you need to put in place other measures, ensure that you have proper manpower and proper equipment. You mentioned the issue of state security. I've said it repeatedly that if I have the opportunity, every state will be responsible for her own security. I'll make sure that the governors are given the powers to secure their states. Even if we have federal police there, they will be responsible and reporting to the governor. Additionally, the state will be allowed to have their own security system if they need be. We must secure Nigeria. We will do every other thing that is possible, which I'm not ready to disclose here, but it is one of those things. As I go around learning what to do, security is on top of my list. We're going to have zero tolerance for corruption, so people will stop from stealing public money. Because that's the first thing you need to kill to bring back entrepreneurship. People are not entrepreneurs in a corrupt system.
And you're talking about security, right?
That's what I'm just telling you. You're going to bring back, it's all part of it. You're going to bring back professionalism and everything. When you start with all this, you're going to use the small resources you have to tackle security. And there's two ways to do that. You start pulling people out of poverty. The more you pull people out of poverty, the more you reduce criminality. And then you're going to bring in more manpower into your security agencies and support them, equip them properly. And doing so, because you now have resources you have saved from cutting down on cost of governance and ensuring that corruption is stopped, you're going to use it more effectively to be able to secure the country.
Okay.
You'll be decisive. You need to increase the personnel within our security agencies and equip them properly. You need to have state police. It's not possible. It will come into effect. State policing, because you need to hold all the governors and leaders of the state responsible for what happens in their state. They will in turn hold the local government chairman, community leaders responsible. I've done it to the governor. When I was governor, government of Anambra State was directly paying the vigilantes in all the communities. And all the traditional leaders were being held responsible.
I'm just telling you things that I'm picking up.
All the villages were being held responsible
Village heads
for what happens in their village. So there's so many. We need to have a multi-level security outfit.